You might need to be able to put a organizational chart in your report, either in the main body or in the appendices. And this is how you create one. Just find the location where you want to put your org chart, go to Insert, and we're going to go to Smart Art. This is an extremely easy thing to do. There's all kinds of org charts available. This is just a standard org chart. This one allows you to put um, pictures in. This one allows you to put a title and maybe a name. Um, this one's round. There's all kinds of nice formats. But we'll start with this one and I'll show you how to change it then. Okay, the nice thing about this one is it has an assistant box if you want to use one. So we'll have our CIO or our CEO, and you can type directly into these boxes. The Chief Finance Officer, Chief Operating Officer, Chief VP of Marketing. We'll just call them the Chief Marketing Officer. Now, if you want to add another one, you can click over here and just simply hit the Enter key, and it'll add the next one for you. And we'll make that our Chief Information Officer. Okay. Now, we don't need this one right here unless we want an assistant, and we'll write admin. Okay, so this is all right. So that's pretty much all there is to it. If I want to keep going, for example, let's say that I want to put in line manager. If I want to add people under the Chief Operating Officer, on the extension here, I just hit my Enter key and then Tab, and I can put line manager. And let's say I have two of them. And I might want to put in something under here. Maybe I have day shift and night shift. And day shift and night shift. Okay. I can close this if it's in my way. If I want to make this bigger, I can click on the outside and you see those little dots right there. I can drag that this way, and as long as I'm within my margins here, I can drag it this way as well. So here's this really nice little org chart. Now let's see I decide I don't want these guys. Okay, it's too much detail. So I can just click on the edge there, get that four-sided arrow, hit delete. Okay. And then of course Control Z will undo that. You can add them right back here. Let's say, there we go. And then I can look at some really fancy formatting, things that'll make it look really cool. I can change my colors. I can get really fancy with it. Or I can do levels in different colors, monochrome. Okay. So for what we're going to do here, I'm going to get rid of these guys. Okay, so now we have a nice org chart. I'm going to make this a little smaller up and down because I obviously don't need all that space. It popped over to the next page. And let's say I like this one, but it's not really the one I want. I like this one better because I can put pictures in because I happen to have pictures of all the people in my company. So all I have to do is click on the picture, double click, pick, let's make Ben the CEO, and we'll make Jenny the CIO, and Ben's got to have some help, so we'll make the dog his assistant, and then we can just pick whatever pictures that are appropriate to go in the boxes. And I'm just double clicking on them. So now I have a very kind of cool chart. Again, if I don't like the colors or the format, I can change it. I can make it very plain. And I can roll over these before I select it to see how they look. So, okay, I'm going to leave that one. Now let's go back to our original and see it stays if I, so I can type Ben in here, Ben Leonard. This would be Jacques Leonard. And let's see, this is Jenny Leonard and Monty and Anthony and Becky. Okay, again, I can change the colors. And once you've put this information in, okay. Now what you'd like to do is pick a color scheme that's going to match probably the colors that you're using. Your tables and everything should always be relatively the same, so to carry a theme throughout. So we'll find this dark blue one. These are all blue ones. Let's see, I think that's just dark. Okay. And again, I can just flip back and forth, see which kind I like. Here's a kind of a modern looking one. This one doesn't have names, it just has. So you can do all kinds of fun and exciting things here to make this really sharp. Okay, so I'm going to stick with this one. If you want to do something extremely cool, you can kind of do a 3D. There's some fun 3D stuff you can do in this one. You can look and see what different. That one looks like the picture's sunk in. Here's a 3D brick, which takes a little while to calculate. There's kind of a 3D. So they're kind of fun.